Okay, go to your project folder, open CMD in that. Code space dot, it will load in GS Code. Code space dot, load in GS Code. You can do here again, npm start, npm start. It's required every time whenever you want to start your server, whenever you want to run the React project, npm start is required. Npm start, so project will get compiled, and after compilation of the project, we can see output of that code. So everyone have idea on Bootstrap? Here these two people are looks like. So Ajit have knowledge on Bootstrap, Upasana, and then Vignesh. Remaining people have idea other than this Upasana only, no? Upasana, Vignesh, and Ajit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I know Bootstrap.
It started, sir. It's already started.
Same. Vignesh have knowledge. Ajit have knowledge. Upasana have knowledge in Bootstrap.
Yes, sir. I have some ideas about Bootstrap. I have worked on some projects.
Basic understanding is required, not very expertise level. Remaining.
Yeah. I have some knowledge.
npm where you are starting? In the project folder. Where is the project folder? Go in project one. CMD now. Already one PS Code is open somewhere else. You can close the first one. Now we do here npm start. In the second one. No, npm start. npm start we should run in project folder, not outside. You are trying to run outside. So compile successfully. After compilation successfully, it will come in the browser. $3,000 port number if you give, it will display something as we have added something yesterday. This one was coming from where? Map function. Remember map function? We have one is called user component and we have one book component. So in user component, roughly just we have implemented this one. There we have printed the list of users using the paragraph. There we have follow which one? Map. Come to the book page again. Some more R&D will do, then we'll move next. We have a component book.js. Come in book.js again. In book.js component, create one more constant variable and store some value. Okay. Create one more constant variable and store some value. For example, we can create a const book list or maybe book only. Inside also you can create, outside also you can create. It's a constant, anywhere you can create. Const variable, if you have used the const means inside, outside, so become pure global on your project level. Okay, in project level, this variable anywhere you can access, no problem at all. Yeah, book array is created. Go inside the book array. This will be a still single dimensional array. HTML, CSS, bootstrap, Java, script, React, Node, something. Yes. Okay, now come down below. Available books. Available books. Print the length of book. That is called book.length. Book.length. Book length is coming. Available books 6. Go there. Now the map function we have to write. So we saw yesterday, whenever you want to write the JavaScript code, what you will use? Curly bracket. Curly bracket open close. Inside curly bracket, we can use the JavaScript code map function easily. So for that again, array name that is called book.map. 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 Inside that, book name, comma, index. Now see here what is the flow is. Book name and index is a temporary variable. Is a temp variable. It can be anything. And this book name and index variable you cannot find out of the map function. It exists within the map function only. It will not be accessible out of the map function. Only within the map only we can get that value of the variable. Now how it will work? Under the book array, you have multiple elements. Map function will call the number of elements you have inside the array. Map function will call itself the number of elements you have inside the array. So 2, 4, 6 element we have. Map function will call itself 6 times. Every call, whenever it will call, on every call, what it will do, one element from array, it will extract and give to this variable. Which variable? Book name function, variable. This variable can be anything. So from the book, one by one, individual element will get transferred from the book to book name. Book is the array where book name is a temporary variable. So from book, using the map function, the first element will come under the book name, that is called HTML. And the HTML position is 0, it will go to the index. First loop, second loop, when the second time map function will call. Okay, because total it is going to call 6 times. In the second call, now CSS will be the second element. That will go to where? Book name. And the position of book name will go to the position of CSS will go to the index. Okay, same way, bootstrap is the third call. In the third call, bootstrap, that is Bootstrap will assign to this variable that is called book name, and position of bootstrap will go to where? Index. Like that, it will keep calling itself till it reach end of the element. Till it reach end of the element. Right? Next, after that, what you want to do of that book name and index? We have to print somewhere. So here we have to use a fat arrow method, fat arrow, and inside that we need to come and we have to write as a return. And you saw inside the function book list function, there is a return function. We have written directly HTML code inside. Similar way, this is also a return. Here also we can use HTML tag if you want. Okay, so HTML tag definitely we have to generate, then only the design will come properly. So go inside under the map function, under the return function, open the p tag, close the p tag, and under the p tag you will use here call, what will you use? Script, and inside the script we'll write for a book name. Write in one line itself, later we can break the line. Check now in the browser, printing the name of all the books. But at this place, if you go to console, right click in your browser, go to console, you will find there is a warning message. Check now in the browser. Go to the browser, look into the console, you will find the warning message will come. Hope warning message is coming. What is this? Parents should have, child should have something unique key props. In the child list, have at least unique key props. Huh? It's saying no, should have a unique key props. Okay, what is that line is saying? Let me show you as well in my system. I will go here in the browser and I'll come to the inspect. Under inspect, if you go to the console, in console it says each child in the list should have unique key props. Now here list, what is the meaning of list? List, L-I-S-T, list. The map function we are following, for each function you have seen in JavaScript, those are the part of listing function in JavaScript. Both are the part of which one? List function in JavaScript. Okay. Using this, we display the data in the list format or whichever the format. So it come under the list function. That is called which one? That is called under the, that is called as a map and for each. So what is say like each child in the list should have a unique props. So list is pointing to your what? Map function. It's saying each child in the map function should have a unique key called prop. Okay. It will become as a, either now it is saying as a prop, but it is called a props. Props in the sense, prop means one property and props means multiple properties. Properties will be called as a props and one property will be called as a prop. Prop. Prop means one property. Props means multiple properties. Okay. So in React, prop is the shortcut of properties. Okay. So see, it is now it is saying like the paragraph you are generating. In the paragraph, there must be a unique property called key. Okay. What is the key? If you remember JavaScript, in JavaScript we use the ID. JavaScript want to communicate with HTML, use the ID. Document.getElement by ID. Why? Because JavaScript wanted to know if the document elements are unique, the communication will be easy. Else we have to write the for loop and here there. Okay. Similar way, here in React, when you run the map function, look at here. When you run the map function, paragraph you are writing here.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So this paragraph is generating as a dynamic element. Element meaning is what? Tag only. JSX element meaning is what? Tag. Okay. So at this point, it is generating the dynamic JSX element in your browser DOM. Browser DOM. What is the browser DOM? Where your page execute, that is normally that considered a document object model. And shortcut is called a DOM. Okay. So in browser, your map function now, it's generating a, in browser, your map function generating a, what is generating? Elements. Okay. And this element will come where? Under the browser. So in browser, the content where it's displayed, that area is called a DOM, document object model. So entire HTML content of your page will be called as a element. Element of what? DOM. Right? So main container is called as a DOM, document object model. Inside our tag will get placed and it will display the output in the browser. So map function, what is doing here? Map function is creating a dynamic element, dynamic JSX element. Now at this point, React wanted to know the dynamic element you are creating, how I will identify tomorrow. Today you generated the paragraph. You have one book, two book, 100 book, 2000 book, 2000 paragraph will get generated. Right? Next, after some time, you will modify the paragraph number 10. So how the React will understand all are the paragraph itself. There is no anything unique. So at that point, React says like, when you are generating the paragraph dynamically, generate no problem, generate division, generate tr, th, anything, all are fine. But while generating anything dynamically through the map function, every element must have a unique ID. In the term of JavaScript, what we can say? We can say as a ID. But the same thing here in the React, instead of saying as a ID, we are going to consider as a key. Using the key, we can identify every paragraph as a unique paragraph. At this place, not only now, from today onwards, yesterday file also we have written. In yesterday file also there is warning. So time was not there, so we log out simply. Okay. So in yesterday file also we have run the map function. Paragraph we have written directly. Warning was there also yesterday. Okay. So what we need to do now? We need to remember every time inside the map function, whether you generate the paragraph, you generate the division, you generate the row, generate the table, generate the tr, anything. Okay. So the main tag must have a unique key. Unique key. It must be any key. Number 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, but it must be unique. Okay. So we will go here and we will write here a key. If you are getting confused, what is the meaning of key? Just remember in JavaScript, you remember the ID, just like that. Okay. Same like that. In the JavaScript, it's called a ID, but in the term of JSX, we are going to call it a key. Okay. What key will do? Key will make every element as a unique element. Okay. So at this place, we have written the key equal to, we have to give some value. We have to give those value that should not be duplicate. It must be unique. Now see, from beginning, I am writing one. Second parameter called is index. Remember, now under the index, what will come? 0, 1, 2, 3 will come. That index we are going to give here. So every paragraph will get a unique ID, unique key, that is called 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the paragraph will be unique. Okay. So we can write here simple under that key as a index. Key as a index. If anyone asks what is the key property in React, we can say in JavaScript we call it by as a ID to make every element as a unique element, but in the term of JSX we use call as a key. For what purpose? To make every element as a unique element. So that when the React want to modify anything inside the browser down, React can identify easily based on key, and React can modify the particular element. Okay, save it. Now in a study file also, study file, which is the file of study, user file. Yeah, go to the user file. There also you can add the key.
Sir, I'm not sure index value powers.
Index you are not printed still. ID, when you write for a paragraph, ID does it display in the browser? It's never displayed. So key you have written, error will go. Okay. Come to the user file. In user file also write key here. Paragraph key. And then refresh your browser, error will go.
Yes, sir.
Key equal to index. Please check now. Your error will go.
అది యూజర్ డిపెండ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ పేరెంట్ కి
Index already defined
అది నంబర్ రావట్లేదు
number output రాదు అది ఐడి వాల్యూ చూసుకుంటుంది ఐడి ఇచ్చిన ఇది జావాస్క్రిప్ట్ కావాలి ఇప్పుడు 4 ఇచ్చాను 3 ఇచ్చాను
థాంక్స్
ఇది ప్రింట్ చేయకపోతే ఐడి
డిస్కషన్
ఈ భాషలో ఇవాళ మంచి షోస్ స్టూడెంట్ ఉంటారు మంచి షోస్ సార్ వీడియోస్ చాలా ఎక్కువగా ఐడియా అనేది
నాకేదో నమ్మకం కాదు
అది నాకు తెలిసిన
అయితే సార్ 5 మంది ఉంటే
నాకే 7
అది కూడా ఫస్ట్ స్టాటిక్స్ నాలుగు వస్తుంది ఇండెక్స్ 0 నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది నాకు నాకే కాబట్టి
సింగిల్ ఐడి ఇస్తా మీకు ఐడి అనేది ఎలా ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు
అది ఓన్లీ 7 0 ఆయన చూస్తా ఉన్నాడు అది కరెక్ట్ అంతా ఉంటుంది ఫస్ట్
క్లాస్
పక్కన చూసిపోతా ఉంటాడు error is on.
yes sir
People ask in interview, what is the map function, how it works? Please explain. Okay, people will ask in interview, what is the map function and how it works? Please explain. What you will explain? Till now we have written something, no? In JavaScript also you have written the map. When we have used API, then also you have used the map. Now in the React also you are using the map. Have you written the definition anywhere? In your own language, how to explain the map function? Never. Huh?
It runs.
No, on a spot, as of now, you are not expert to make a definition on a spot. Clear or not?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, if suppose someone will ask a question, I can make a definition because I have material inside. Okay, I will make a definition. But for you on a spot, you cannot make a definition. So you should make a note also. Okay. Okay. Let me guide you how the map function will work. First, what is the map function? So you can
map function is a callback function.
we can say callback function also. Or we
It
can
works on array and
map
stores.
callback function. We can say map function is a list function. Map function is a callback. Or you can say map function is a list function based on callback method. That will be the best answer. Both word will get included together. What is that? Map is a list function. It work on the callback method. Okay, where it's need a array. An array it will split into two parts: element and index. It will call n number of time till the number of element available inside the array.
and it returns array.
Depends. It's return as a array also it will return, or it return as a object also. If array is a multidimensional, if your array is a multidimensional, it will return as a object. If the array is a single dimensional array, it will return as a element. It will return as a value. So look at here. As of now, it is not returning as a array. Here, what is written? It's return as a what? Return not. It's not returning as a array. Okay. Returning as a array meaning is what? Returning as a array meaning is, as of now, how many elements we are returning? Only one paragraph. Now suppose at this place, if I write a tr, so that will become as a what? Object. Okay. So better that point we can remove from definition. People will capture you. Which one? It return as a array. They will ask proof how it's return as a array. So let's end the definition at which point? Map is a list function. It's work on the callback method. It need array. Array it will split into two part: index and element. Element and index. First element and index. Okay. Next, if they ask next, then we can go ahead. Okay. See, anywhere you need.
मैप और for each में डिफरेंस कहीं देखते हैं कि मैप फंक्शन और for each फंक्शन डिफरेंस क्या है?
People will ask.
डिफरेंस में ये आता है कि जो मैप है रिटर्न करता है array और जो for each है कोई रिटर्न नहीं करता है, undefined.
No, map and for each both are same, but using the JSX, you are going to use the map only. In JSX, map is integrated, not the for each. Okay. You can say in this way also, map and for each both are the part of list. Both are the part of list function. Both work on the callback method. But in JSX, map is integrated. In JSX, for each is not integrated. With the JSX, map will work. With the JSX, for each will not work. At the place of here, you have used the map. No, try for each, check its work or not. For each. Instead of book.map, write here for each. FOREACH, E capital, and then check is it returning something. Ab dekh lo, ab you try it, so there should not be doubt in mind. If anyone asks with confidence, you can say something. Instead of map, write there for each. FOREACH, E capital.
It's not defined.
So with the JSX, map is integrated. Map will work with the JSX. Apart from that, in normal JavaScript, both will work. In normal JavaScript, map will also work, and this will also work. Both will work. Check once. Sumitra, हाँ Sumitra. I will talk to you at 1:30. You can either ping me or call. Okay, ready? Let's go next. For each worked or not? It's not returning no anything. Printing anything? Not printing. Okay. In case if people ask in interview, instead of map function, can you use the for each in React.js? You implemented now, you saw it's not working. Same answer you say no, it will not work. It's not return anything. Map function is not worked with the which one? JSX. The code what we have written is called a JSX. It's not JavaScript code, it's called a JSX. Okay, so under the JSX, your map function will work, for each function is not going to support. On internet also you can check how that works. Map of for each. Let's come back now. So this is one we have written. We will leave this component, come next. We'll create one more component. We will create one more component. Create one more component. We have created user, books, and what you created yesterday? City. Okay. Let's create another one. Product.js. 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 In product.js, import again React from React. Import React from React. Yeah, what I was saying, right? While answering someone, okay, while answering someone in interview, we have to control little, okay? We have to control little. While answering, your short answer is also fine, but long answer with question is not good for you. Suppose someone asks map, speak till there only where you are confident. Okay. After that, don't use anything else. If you use something else, people will ask the next question. You will get stuck there only. Okay. So question, you reply the answer till where you are confident. Okay. If something extra, if you add unknown words will put in the danger zone. Okay. People will ask the question from there only. From there only next question will come. From there only next question will come. At last will get stuck. And you will be proving yourself that I am not aware of. Okay, so those things we will control. Next we have function. Function I'll change a little here. Okay, what changes I will do? I will do a small changes in this, saying like, okay, a small changes will do. Fat arrow method, you remember in JavaScript how we used to write? We used to write like this. We were following under the JavaScript as a var. We used to var. Okay, var function name. My product arrow key like this, and here you will. So this becomes a fat arrow method. Fat arrow method. So in React, under functional component, this is the famous method. Okay, under the React, under the functional component, that is called hooks. Inside the hooks, every time you are going to write the fat method only. Okay, fat error function. Export default my product. Export default my product. Okay. Now there is a two word in front of you. One is called var, another one is called const. Var also will help you to create a variable, and using const also we can create a variable. Now if you are creating through var, look at here. Suppose example, this is a function. Inside the function, if I write here var a equal to 100. Okay, so what is holding under the var? 100. If I go here and write a equal to again as a 300. At last, what is the value of a? 100 or 300? Huh?
300.
300, yeah, you saw, no? In the first line, they are holding 100. And the second line, a equal to how much? Huh? I have put var. Okay, so now what will happen? A will return how much? 300. Now look at here. Your function name is which one? Function name is what? My product. Before that, we have used the keyword called var. This function where you are going to use? Within the file or other file? Look at below what you have written, export. That meaning you have declared yes, anyone can call this function. Anyone can call this function or not? Anyone can call the function, maybe in one file, maybe other file, maybe file of file, anywhere we can call this function, right? Now before function, what you have applied? Var we have applied, no? Now suppose the function name you created here called my product, you are calling this function in another page, this function you will call in another page, you will import, no, this one you will import in another page. In that page, if my product equal to 300, if you write, what will happen? Value will get changed or not? Value will get changed. Suppose, see here, as you said, a is 100 and a again 300. So var meaning it is able to change the value. Now same way, suppose my product is a function. Now my product function, suppose if I go to the book file, and call here, I do here call it import. What is that? My product, suppose from somewhere. What is the file name? You don't write, I'm writing. Okay, /product.js file. Correct? This is a product.js file I imported. Okay, imported my product. So before my product, what you have used? Var we have used or not? Now if at this place, if I go inside and again if you write my product, my product equal to 300, what will be the value of my product at last? Value will get override. Correct? Value will get override. So in this case, to avoid the function should not get modified by someone else. The function name should not get modified. Function value should not get modified. So in that case, what you are going to do under the React, every time whenever you create a function, okay, as a functional component, whenever you create a component, it must mark by this keyword, call it a const. So that if anyone call this function, they can call the function, they can pass the value, but they cannot modify the property of the function. They cannot modify the name of the function. For that purpose, what we need to follow? Const we need to follow. So you can remember this whenever anyone asks why you are using everywhere const in React. Okay, you can say because in one project there will be multiple functionality. For multiple functionality, we have to write a lot of functions, lot of variables. And as you saw, all the function we are calling, all the component we are calling under the app itself, right? So in that case, if I am not putting a function or variable using the const keyword, what will happen? There is a chance the value of variable, value of function, value of the component can be replaced by something else. If the value get replaced by something else, then entire logic will be 0. Because of that, what we are following? We are using the const keyword. That's all. Okay. So why we use the const keyword? Because single line definition, somewhere else the value should not get replaced. Right? If anyone is asking why you are using the const everywhere, single line says the value should not get override. Because of that, I use the const keyword. If if anyone asks, okay, explain little more, then we can tell them one story. Suppose I have created a component, function name is ABC. Before that, I have used the var. If I am calling this function somewhere else, there also one variable is ABC. There is a chances of mismatch. There is chances of override. So to avoid this problem, I use what? Const. Use the const, value will not get replaced.
So where both on the same side.
Which one?
Where let.
Var and let. I will guide you. Let. Now we are clear with the var and const. Wait for some time. I'll guide later also. Is it related to a scope? A scope means what? Area. Till where you can access and where you cannot access. Okay. Variable scope is const, let, and var. Using the var, we can create local variable also and global variable also. If you write the variable before function, it will work like a global. If you write inside the function variable, it will become a local. But const is always global. Once you create one place, you can access anywhere. Anywhere you can call and you can use it. Okay. Const. For that purpose only it has made. You may need something locally, you may need something globally. If you need something globally, use which one? Constant. If you need something locally, use the. In two functions, there can be variable same name with a local variable. Correct? But if you create one constant, you can access everywhere. Within the function also, outside the function also, everywhere. Not one place, multiple places. Okay. Go inside this. Return. Return a division.
सर कौन ग्लोबल वेरिएबल नहीं है क्या?
किसने बोला है? कौन ग्लोबल ही तो है. मैंने तो ग्लोबल ही बोला है ना. Const used to create a global variable. Here we made as a my product as a what? Const. So what will happen? Again, if you create one more component by the same name, you cannot call both in one place because already one is defined. It will not allow. You cannot change the value of this. Okay. You cannot change the value of constant variable. In React.js, state management is for that purpose only. In React.js, state management is for that purpose only. What is that? In the functional component, using the use state, using the use effect, not using the use effect, using use state, we can change the value of a constant variable as well. Okay, but that is about to learn still. Okay, it is coming in few days. Now let's come and create a table here. In this file, we are going to see the multi-dimensional array. Not multi-dimensional array, you can say. It's called array of object. Okay, array of object. Okay, multiple objects we keep together, then it will become a what? Array of object. You can call multi-dimensional array also. That is also not wrong word. Table. Come inside. Follow some property for this. Maybe cell padding can use. Cell padding. Give format 10. In Angular and React, whenever we create the table, every time it is compulsory that you have to use the T head and T body, else it will give the warning. T head, TR, TH, Yes, keep here call item index, item index. Next, after that, right there, next th, item name, next th, item price, next th, item quantity, next th, keep as a total. Total price. Okay, ready? Come now, follow the T body. Okay, so first we will create one constant and keep inside item equal to 0. Nothing as an empty item. Product list colon item dot length. Item dot length. Item dot length. Okay, ready? Let's call this file, import this file under the app.js. Import this file in app.js. Come to the app.js file. The product page is ready. Okay, import that in app.js. in app.js file, import that, import, what is the file? What is the my pro my product from table is ready. Now data has to come inside. Hope working? Yes, no. Let me check with them. Like few people have replied. If error, you should let me know. We can guide you. So page is loading. Now we'll go to the product.js file. In product.js file, we can create one. Already we have item array. Let's put some object inside. Keep here called name as laptop from Dell. Okay. Their price as it 30,000.
So you just want to keep brackets.
Hmm.
Brackets.
No, not necessary. It is the array object. You can keep also, you cannot keep also. If it is JSON object, then we have to keep compulsory. In array object, it is optional. We can keep key in the double quote or we can leave also. If it is the JSON object, data come in the JSON, then there should be double quote is required. Okay, quantity. QTY 10, comma, name, printer from Canon. Next, their price 12,000. Quantity is 2. Next, mouse from Wipro. Price 300. Quantity 5. Name something, a spanner. From HP. Price 4,000. Quantity 3. QTY3. QTY:3. Now check the length is how many? Length will be 4. Length is 4, right? Come down. Now inside the T body, we have the T body. So under the T body, usually we write the TR. Under the T body, we write the TR. Okay. So TR now you are going to generate using the map function. TR you are going to use now inside the map function. So open the curly bracket, write inside item dot map item dot map item info index. Return error. Where error? Product where here array you have not created properly.
So if you name stuff, then we
Name. Name. You follow the wrong, no? See, we have used everywhere flower bracket. Can you see?
so use two must be can use or not?
No. That is not optional.
Okay.
It is array object. It must be within the flower bracket. Okay. That is not optional. So no, it's giving the error. Without flower bracket, cannot add that. must be inside the voice is not clear.
Yeah, okay.
This is the clear, yeah. Come now. Return. Return. Inside that you have to write the TR. TR. Under the TR, we must have to give the a property called key property, so that all the TR will be unique TR. All the TR will be unique TR. Then TD item info dot name. Okay, first is index, right? So you can print here directly index. Index, it will give 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Next, TD item info dot name. Item info is object that hold one item details at a time. Item info will be one object that will hold one item details, just like this. I will copy this line and I will place below. See this way. This is the one line. Suppose if I write here item info, assume is a variable equal to something like this. Okay, this line I commented just to make you understand. This line I have written. Inside item info, what is going to come under the item info? Every time inside item, how many elements we have? Multiple elements we have. In which format? Object format. So there name is the key and scanner is the value. Price is the key and 4000 is the value. QTY is the key. You can say property. Key property, both are same. So name is the property, price is the property, QTY is the property. Whereas after column, what we have written is called a value 4003. These all are called a value. So you can say here TD index, and inside what we'll write is, inside we'll write call. Now if you want to access this scanner, what we will do? Item info dot name. So same thing we are going to write here. Item info dot name. Item info dot name. So it will give you the first property. See, even it says name as a property. Name as a property. Suggestion has come, name as a property. Come down below. Next we have item info dot price. Item info dot price, price. That is also as a item info dot price. Below item info dot QTY. Next TD. Item info dot QTY. Next TD item info dot QTY into item info dot price. Within the flower bracket, you can use both. Item info dot QTY star item info dot PRIC price. All we can use here. item info dot qty into item info dot price. To create a numeric,
No, we have projected. We have to follow all the steps and we have React.
you have to run that npx create react app. Npm not already installed. That's only one time. Second command. Second command, you need to open in different folder. Run there npx create react app, and after that project name. It will take some time. Set up a new project. Check now. List is happening. List with all the details. Now, what do you say? It look like easy than JavaScript or complex? Easy. It's easy only, but once you will see, once you not practice, it will become so dangerous. You will feel like very dangerous if you not practice it. Okay, what we done today in the class, in home you should practice this twice thrice. Okay, you need to practice this twice and thrice. Then what will happen is it will get remember. Okay, we need to practice it. Practice. Code is small only. Code is small, just logical code. Okay, a small syntax, unique syntax. But for that, little extra effort is required. You need to practice one time or two times. Whatever you do in the class, same thing repeat at least 2 times in the home. After the class, evening time, do once. Tomorrow, before joining the class, do once. Similar example in different project. One project is going on in this. One more project, same example, practice 2 times. Once after the class, before sleeping today, and one more tomorrow, before coming here or before joining the class. Okay. It will be remembered for you for the full life. If you will not do that, then you will forget it easily. Okay, so data is coming now. Now, a small look and feel is required. Single dimensional array we read, multi-dimensional array also we read. Better we can create one more component to understand little nested array. Nested array in the sense array inside array. Okay, array inside array. Like when you go to the Flipkart, click on a product. Suppose you click on a t-shirt, page will appear. In that one product, how many photos? Many photo. And one product, how many color? 3-4 color will be there or not? Below there will be color red, green, blue. Right? So similar way, you have click on only one product, but in one product, how many photos? 4 photos. Correct. In one product, how many colors? Multiple color. So those are called what? Array inside array, nested array. Okay, multi-level of object. In one object also nested object, inside the object again nested object. Okay. So let's create one more component. We'll get idea how to run the, or I think if you go for the map inside map, you might get confused. Okay, or maybe feel overload. So let's refresh little through look and feel. We will write some CSS now. We'll design a menu, some better page will look little better. Then we'll come to that component, nested component. Okay, so hope ready, no error, right? Okay, fine. Then come to this file only, app.js file. In app.js file, the first division we have written hi, hello, something. The first division we have in app.js. Look at here. These all are the components coming from the different file, and this is the app.js file. So at this place, we are going to create the navigation. Okay, we'll create navigation. We will create some links, and then using that link, we can see some pages. Okay. So let's go here and remove this H1H2 something what we have. And inside the division replace with which tab? Division replace with, better you can keep as a nav tag, NAV. Or NAV if you follow, Bootstrap will come and it will face the problem. So better you follow the UL here. UL open and UL close. UL open and UL close. Inside the UL, we will follow some LI. Okay. Under the LI, we will keep some. Now, what are the components we have? We have total 3 components or 4 components. For you should be 4. For me, I have 3 only. Okay. So let me write here call user component, user menu. One more LI I'll keep here called books. And one more will keep here called products. One more will keep here called something customer. One more will keep something. Now let's keep here, change it, books. Keep another place called products. Next, keep one more call, maybe customers. Keep one more call, maybe services. Okay. Now for this LI, which LI we have written ULLI, for that we'll write some CSS and we'll make a little better look at it. Sir, by default dot will come. Disk, that is called disk. By default disk will come. By default disk will come here. Okay, so hope is ready. Let's go ahead. For this UL, you can write a ID called myNav. myNav. So we want to write some CSS. Question is where to write the CSS. Where is the file? Do you need to create a new file or already file is exist? In that file we need to add it.
app.css फाइल है उसमें कर लेते हैं.
We have one file, not app.css. App.css, we have another file, index.css. Index.css. See, there one file is there, index.css. Is there index.css? That index.css file will be called under the index.js. You can check that. Index.css file will be importing under the index.js. Okay, and all the files are going to which page? Index.js only, no, indirectly. See, all you 4 component you have, all you combine under the app you are sending to where? Index.js, correct? Now if suppose CSS will come in index.js, then everyone will be utilized the same. So index.css will be called a global CSS. Okay, people ask in interview, like in React.js, where to write the CSS, that will be as a globally for all the components. Then we can say, if we can use the existing file also, or we can create the file also, but while importing the CSS file, we need to import under the index.css file, index.js file. Index.js file is a main central file where all the components will come. If the CSS will be exist there, what will happen? All the component can utilize the same CSS. So,
app.json, sorry, calling one function.
But app, where it is going? You are calling all under the app, and where app is going? App is going to index.js. So for app also and for remaining also, for all will be applicable which file? This file. You have one file here called index.css. It's calling, right? Index.css file is already imported here. So whatever the CSS you will add under the import.css, it will get added here. After installation of Bootstrap, after 1 or 2 class, that Bootstrap also will call here only. In which file? Index.js file. So whichever the component you will have in your project, all will come to the app, and from app where it will come? Will come to the index, and index will have the CSS, so that indirectly all will be able to utilize the same CSS file. Okay, so come to the index.css file. And which ID have written just now? We have written an ID, no? Yeah, in app.js. Mine app. In the CSS, how you write the ID? Using has, that remains same here. Okay, we can write same way. Has used to create the ID and dot used to create the class. In HTML, how we call the class? We write class equal to some class name. Where? In the HTML. In HTML, how we call the ID? ID equal to ABC. ID equal to ABC. ABC ID will get called. Class equal to XYZ. XYZ class will get called. But in React.js, the creation of ID and calling the ID remain same. Creation of the class also remain same. But the way to call is different. In the HTML, what we write? Class equal to XYZ. But in the React, it's not HTML, it's called a JSX. In the JSX, we don't have any property called class. We have a property called class name. Property name is called class name, where N is capital, camel case. Okay.
There is no hyphen. There is no hyphen between class and name.
A space is not there. Together class. We will write. We'll see. Okay. 8 minutes. Some people. Madhurya plus which one? Other person is called Makilan. Your last class was yesterday only. Next project class you have tomorrow Saturday morning 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then jQuery also videos are already uploaded in the channel.
Yes, sir.
Videos are uploaded in the channel. If you want SRC folder, I will share in the chat. You want SRC folder?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are in the laptop now?
Yes, sir. I'm on the laptop.
Okay, I will send you the SRC folder, and all videos are uploaded in the playlist. You can follow from there. And project, we have class of project on the coming Saturday 8 o'clock, and we will start in the next week. So you will be joining in that week of the class.
Okay.
SRC folder I share in the chat. You can take that. You both were not there yesterday, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. And come to the I'll share the SRC folder. You can download. Okay. Okay. So let's come to the CSS file. We have ID called MineApp. MineApp only, right? Okay. Look at here. LIs are going to the new line. Now to bring in the same line, which property we follow? LI are called a block level element. Now to bring in the same line, which property you follow in CSS? Display inline also we follow. Okay. That is through the display inline we follow, right? In CSS, we have again one more property called display flags box. So now for LI is the block level element, and who is the parent of LI? UL, and UL how you are calling by the MineApp. So for MineApp, we will apply the flags box, display flags, then there all the children will convert into inline automatically. Okay, how it will be? Let's go here. Right there, called display colon flex. Display colon flex. Okay. After that, for every li, you will apply some margin and padding. Correct. Now, if you want to apply the margin and padding, then you have to use the wrap here. You have to use the flex wrap, colon wrap. Then only what will happen? Margin and padding will apply. If you not you use the flex wrap, then by default all will come in one line. Space and all will not get applied. Okay. So what we have to do here? Flex hyphen WRAP. Flex wrap colon what? Wrap. Flex wrap colon wrap. So what it will do? It will follow the spacing of the children. Okay, now suppose you will become as a parent. For UL you created the class called MyNav, and inside the UL many li is going to call. Now for li, whichever the margin and padding you will apply, all will be applicable. Why? Because we have used here flex wrap as a wrap. If you will not use this property, then margin padding will not get apply in the li. All will come one after another. All will convert into block to inline. Okay. Now come now. Below you write has MyNav space li. Apply the padding here. Maybe padding how much? We can give equal padding as of now. Equal padding you can give. Top, bottom, little more padding is required. Left, right, less. Okay. So top, let's give as a 15. Left, right, give as a 10. And bottom also give as a 15. Left, right, why less? Because we have to fit lot of menus. Okay. Multiple example will create. So for all the menus will fit there only. So because of that we wrote. Okay. Okay. And in fact, for UL, we have not given the background. We have to give some background for UL. So background, which color? Purple color. Okay. And then for li, anyhow color is not going to work because you will apply the UL link tag. But now as of now, you can write it color colon white color. Okay, check now. All the li should come in the same line. Instead of writing multiple property margin padding here there, using flexbox you can manage easily. Less property, more output. Let me see what happened. Is it converted? Dots are coming, we can remove that, no problem. We have option here. In the li or maybe under the UL also you can write list style type none. List hyphen style hyphen type as a none. None. List style type none. Okay. List style type none.
This style also works. This style and also
List style.
style, this style.
Yeah, you can check. Okay, all the dots are gone. Okay, now in a body tag there is a gap from top. Okay, because by default UL tag will leave some space in the top or bottom, top and bottom both the side. So you have to keep here margin 0 px. So you will touch completely upper portion and it will flex wrap to manage the margin and padding. Without flex wrap, li will come congested. It will come one after other. You will not be able to apply the space. Okay, so space is gone. Okay, now these menus are there, so we will be adding so many menus here, one by one, all will come. Okay, next after that, apply one small li. Okay, but that li will not work as of now. Let it be, because when we write the normal page, we use the href tag. Href. Ahref use, no? In React, you are not going to use ahref. You are going to use a tag called link tag. Separate tag is there called link. Link, yes. Using the link tag, we have to link the pages. Because in Angular and React, these all are for the asynchronous call, not for the synchronous call. When we click on the link, without reloading the page, the content should get changed. Okay, and nature of ahref is whenever you click, it will start from beginning. It will, what it will do, it will start, it will change the page, it will change the content, but page will get reload end to end. Okay, and every time if you are reloading the page, it will take long time, right? So in that case, in Angular, we have other property that called router link. Ahref is there also, but instead of href, that is called router link. Okay, and here in Angular, React, we have a property, href tag is not there. The tag itself got changed to link, 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 and instead of href, there is a property called to, where in HTML what we write href equal to something. Here in React we use link to, link space to. Okay, and there we have to give the path. It will get redirected, but link tag will help you to load your page without refreshing entire content. Okay, header remains same, footer remains same, only the component data will get changed. Middle content will get changed. Without href, if you use, you have to call a JavaScript function, and JavaScript function you have to use the Ajax. Okay, but here we have to change the pages from one page to other page. So you have to use href property. If you use href property, page will get reloaded. To prevent from the href, we have two solutions. One is called JavaScript void 0. Another one is called hash. But in React, hash has the different meaning. In Angular, hash has the different meaning. And in Angular and React, JavaScript void function is deprecated. Okay, it is not supporting. So what will happen? We have to go to the final solution. That is called link tag. We have to follow. Now come. So here, what we got the menus ready and footer also ready. Okay. Yeah, footer is not ready as of now. Footer is not there. Okay. Yes. No problem. Next, after that, what will be the next task? Next task will be, we will create some more component. In that, we'll do some more array related research. And if you are okay with that, one or two example you have to do. If you are okay with that, then on the click of these pages, click of this link, the content should change here. See how many component we have: user, books, and one more called a product. Once you go to the Gmail, how many pages in Gmail? In the left side there is a link, inbox, spam, trash, compose. Here there are there. When you go to the Gmail, will they display all the pages at the same time? No, they display only one page. That is the default page as a inbox. Similar way, in our page, when a person will open your page, what will happen? He can see all the page at the same time. It's coming or not here? 3 pages are coming, right? So that is not the right functionality. When the page will load, default page should load. Okay. And when the user wants to see particular pages, he should click somewhere, then the content should come. That is called a routing. That is called what? Routing. Okay. Routing. Routing. R-O-U-T-I-N. Routing. Okay. So let's come. We'll create one more component. Routing is the next, after some, maybe tomorrow or day after we can follow. So let's come. Create one more component. There we will follow the nested array. Nested array. Nested array is nothing but how we have created a multi-dimensional array. inside only we will add one more object inside. Object inside object. Okay, will be called a nested array. But this is as of now what you are following. It is not multi-dimensional array. It is called as a it is called as a array of object. Array of object. Which file? The product file what you have. It is called here. This is called array of objects. Okay, array of object. Now inside that, this data as of now hard code we have fixed here. This data will come from the backend. In JavaScript we have used the API function. Remember, fetch function we have used. Using the fetch function you read the data, and again using .json function we applied, because the backend will send you the data in the form of JSON object. Now JSON object you can't run the for loop. It will give the length of the string. So from JSON you have to convert into array object. And once you get the data in array object, then only we can run the loop. That was happening in the JavaScript. Response.json we have written no function. Remember, that was the same. Data was coming in the JSON. It was converting into object. JSON object. Array of object. Okay. Here now what we are going to do, we are going to create the next component to get some idea on how to create a nested array. Means object inside array inside array. Let's copy this file. Product you can copy. What is the next component we wrote here in browser? Browser we have next called a customer. Okay. So create next file better. Customer.js. Customer.js. In customer.js,
So root and port is same.
hmm?
Root. Is
Hmm.
the same.
Same only.
Same.
Root is the name of the component that we use inside the routing. The root and roots. The root is a part of roots. Okay. And root and roots both are the part of hash router. Okay. Okay. So right inside import React from now come inside, write a constant my customer. Export default.
Variables, functions,
Hmm.
component, variables, functions,
Variable we can use.
component, we can use variables or functions.
While writing the factor function, before function name you have to write either var or you have to write const or you have to write let. Anyone is required. So here the my user is not working like a function. It is working like a what? Variable. Okay. We can write anything, any variable. Okay, now come inside. Write as a return return return. Inside the return a division, and here h1. Customer list. Go there and create a array This array I'll create inside the function only. Okay. You can write outside also, you can write inside also, there is no problem. Const customer equal to customer name Alex. That he has multiple mobile number, because nowadays everyone have 3-4 mobile number. How many mobile number each one person have? Bhaskar have how many mobile number? Bhaskar. Two. Don't believe on one mobile number. For you, how many you have? Two. Great. Yeah.
I only one.
You have only one.
9 years, sir. My children.
Huh?
9 years, sir. Only.
Then idea convert చేసి convert చేసి మళ్ళీ Vodafone నుంచి మళ్ళీ idea మళ్ళీ వీక్ మరి వీడియో డిస్ప్లే ఉంది అర్థంది నెట్వర్క్ అన్నమాట చిత్రేషన్ ఇది దొరికేసి బిఎస్ అన్నది మామూలుగా రావాలి బిఎస్ అన్న టైలర్స్ బాగా
ఎప్పుడైతే వాడు దెబ్బ రీసెంట్ చేస్తున్నాడో సిగ్నల్స్ అనేది వాడే ఎట్లా అప్పుడు రోమింగ్ అప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ రోమింగ్ ఉన్నాయి చేస్తున్నా ఏం వస్తుంది
Okay, now go inside and let's have number. This is called Ajit has a number. This is called Bhaskar has a number. Bhaskar. This is called Mohit. This is called okay. He has only one number. He also has 2 numbers. Bhaskar has how many numbers? 3 numbers. How you manage here? No. When phone will come, you will confuse who is that. Huh? See, everyone should have a unique entity. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Everyone should have a unique entity. Even I have a lot of friends, okay? Whenever they will call by different number. So whichever the last number will come, I will say by particular name, active 1, active 2, active 3. Okay, when I need to search, I search the name. Whatever the last active number will come, I need to call that number first. Save now. So you got in this array become as a nested array. Simple example, not very difficult. Let's go here and print now the customer dot length. MER dot LENGTH. Customer dot length. Ready? Come down to the main page. Call this component my customer. Able to get the length in app.js file. Import the my customer in app.js file. Import my customer from dot slash customer.js file. After that, print in the last my customer. Length should come 5, correct? Let me know once your data is loading or not. Use the map function here. Customer dot map info comma index return return a diff, return a diff enter the diff, follow the H3, use their info.name for division equal to index. We inside this division we have to print the mobile number also, so that for every user we created a division. For every user we created a division. Now under each division, okay, let print till here and let it be till here only. It should not lead to confusion. Print till here and we'll leave here. We'll see you again tomorrow. Working. Okay, then drop here to tomorrow with the next level of example. So what you